We're back, and we have our guest co-host now. Megan, did your dad watch? What did he think of you being here with us yesterday?
He was not happy with me using the word ballsy to Governor Blagojevich. He was like, it's a little inappropriate, don't you think, Megan? I was like, I'm sorry. And he's like, please don't use words like that. And I was like, even now, I'm almost 25. I was like, I'm sorry, okay, I'll be more ladylike. So that was the one word he didn't like.
Can I ask a question about your father? He was on last year, and we were a little rough on him, and made a lot of press, and your mother was mad at us. Is he ever going to come back on this show?
You know, my parents are just, they've gotten over a lot of things from the election. This is one of the things, but I think me being on has helped mend a lot of bridges. I'm helping smooth it out. Maybe.
You know, here's the thing, he forgave the Vietnamese. He can forgive us.
He just, you know, he's old school. You know, he's very old school.
The truth is, we're very fond of your father, and your father and I go back a lot of ways, and I must say, and your mother is...
A lot of ways, hello.
A long way.
I don't think Cindy McCain knows about this.
That's what you meant.
What are you covering?
Excuse me.
Well, we know the code stuff. Page 319.
Are you quite finished? No. Your father and I go back a long way. And your mother, Cindy, was one of our guest hosts, and I must say, they both raised a terrific kid.
They did. Yeah.
So, we were very tough.
If I come back, I think he would come back if I was on with him to sort of guide him through. Yes.
Oh, okay.
He will do anything for me. I am still his baby. I can still.
So he's not mad at us. Will he come?
No, that means Megan comes back.
If I come with him, maybe I could help heal the wounds of my parents.
You're coming on my other news show. Will he come there with you? Just me and
Joy. Joy, you cannot use this program to book your other program.
Why you do it all the time?
I don't. Oh my God. I'm happy for you, but every day you do a plug.
61 House Republicans in South Carolina want Governor Mark Sanford to resign for disappearing for 5 days to see his mistress in Buenos Aires.
Did you start up? What did you
But he says, since God makes imperfect people, yes, he did, and believes things like redemption and repentance, that he should be forgiven. Now, he doesn't say whether he's pushing that towards his wife, saying, baby, forgive me, I want to come home. That young woman threw me out. He's just saying forgiveness should be in the air for him. What do you think?
I have met Governor Sanford, and I wouldn't go as far as to say that I know him very well, but I've met them.
You go back a long way. I'm going to get you in trouble.
It's so funny because during the election, the feeling I got from him was sort of that he was very religious and was not shy about showing that. And I felt a little insecure about it because a lot of people say my family wasn't conservative enough, I'm not conservative enough, I'm not religious enough. And it just was very ironic when it ended up happening because I was like, well, there you go. And it doesn't always happen, but I hate hypocrisy, especially in politics. And I have the liberty of hating it because I'm not a politician.
But you might have skipped that particular commandment.
It's hard, it's very difficult.
That's the question.
At this point, I do. I didn't originally, but now what bothers me is the spending, taking the private plane for his hairdresser. I mean, come on, Mariah Carey doesn't even do that sometimes. He's taking his. That's what Mariah Carey.
What I hate is when people.
His hairdresser.
And he's very against spending. He took pigs into the Congress in South Carolina to emphasize pork barrel spending with the pigs. I mean, this is a man who's been very dramatic about his feelings and to sort of be hypocritical politically.
But
that's what bothers me more than the sex.
When people do something wrong and then they all of a sudden go to God, that's wonderful. But I just think, I mean, it is. I want you to go to God, but to say he does use imperfect people to do really great things. But I think go home and take care of your family and show your wife that you are repentant and you want forgiveness, because she moved out. And she, you know, take care of your family first before you talk about trying to take care of the rest of the country.
Get your wife to yell out, oh God.
You started out. I know what you're saying.
I have a lot of respect for her for doing that. I liked it more than her standing aside and just saying, oh, I love him, whatever. I mean, she was like, I'm out.
She showed a lot of strength.
Here's the best thing about it. You know, even when you read the Bible, there are certain things that come up, like, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. You know, and when folks are casting stones, they really need to look at their own houses. They need to look, because right now you can't get away with jack.
Yeah.
Okay? There's YouTube and WeTube and TheyTube and everybody's following your every move. If you are gonna talk such nonsense and be so superior, your house better be in order, Jack.
And not over in Argentina.
And not over in Argentina. But let me tell you about a great house. Let me tell you about a great house. I call it right now the House of Barbara.
Oh.
Because she is ready. She's so hot, she looks good. She's going to talk about some fly
You
stuff.
can copy this on your show.
Okay, what
That's
are you
okay.
wearing?
Okay, I'm about to flash.
Oh!
This says Fashion's Night Out.
You blinded Whoopi. She can't see.
No, very safe flash. I just want to tell you this very quickly. If you live in New York, but it's in other countries, it is in other countries and in other cities. In order to get people to shop again and to help the fashion industry, Anna Wintour, who is the editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine, had this idea. 700 different stores throughout the New York area are having special events tonight until 11 o'clock, and it's happening perhaps in your country as well, where people are doing, designers are coming, musicians are coming. I am going to Oscar de la Renta's boutique on Madison Avenue and 66th Street. Just a minute. And Oscar de la Renta and I are going to sing together. That may close down his boutique. But all I'm saying is...
Wait, Barbara, can you book Oscar for my show?
I'll do anything for you. I'll book him tonight for
Whatever happens, whatever happens.
Tonight, if you can, have a good time.
Check it out. You know, New York is great for that stuff. We will be right back with even more hot topics. So tomorrow is the 8th anniversary of the September 11th terrorist attacks, and the conspiracy theories are as strong as ever. There are internet sites, movies, and celebrities who are convinced that the U.S. government was complicit in the attacks. Is this ever going to change? I mean, conspiracy theories have always been around, but this seems a little much with all the information that we have.
Is that the Bush administration deliberately put bombs in it so that they didn't, the trade center did not come back because of the fires and the heat, although there have been so many reports that have said how that happened, but that it was done deliberately. 3,000 people killed, so that Bush would have an excuse for the Vietnam War. It is so scurrilous.
Iraqi War.
Sorry.
Well, they had an excuse for that one, too.
It is so scurrilous. It is so... It is so... I was going to say unbelievable, but the thing is, there are people who believe it. Why? Why? Why that need?
Well, I mean, why that need in any of this? Because we have the Holocaust deniers, the people who say that that never happened. I mean, it's insane when you have all this documentation of all of these incidents to continuously say, no, none of it happened.
And Charlie Sheen recently is the latest celebrity to talk about how he doesn't believe in 9/11. I quoted Charlie Sheen yesterday about his experience with prostitutes. So really, you're the one that I should be listening to about 9/11.
Prostitutes and still do politics, though, can't you? As it's been proven.
Spitzer, he was a good politician.
I'm not going to take my political advice from Charlie Sheen.
I don't know. You know, it's been so many. I'm thinking of Van Jones, who had to resign because he signed a document about 9/11 and the whole conspiracy thing. When
He was a czar.
He was
one of the green czar.
But when you say stuff like this, when you do believe in stuff like this, if you choose to run for anything in politics, does that count against you?
Yeah.
It depends on who you're talking to. If he was, you know, if there were more people that believed that it was possible that we actually did this to ourselves, sure, he would probably not have to resign. But the current feeling in the country is most people are like, dude, you were a little out of line here.
I should point out that I shouldn't point out, but I'm going to point out that we have Mayor Giuliani on with us tomorrow, who was obviously, you know, our mayor during 9/11. But I want to say, if we can, end on a nice note. And yesterday was a memorial for Walter Cronkite. It was both President Clinton were there and President Obama, and it was and a lot of other speakers. But to me, one of the most touching things, Bill White, who is the president of the Intrepid Museum, you know, which is the big ship that's a museum now, invited veterans of World War II who had survived attacks on the Intrepid because they did special things for Walter Cronkite's children. And to see these men come up, elderly, some of them with canes, saluting. This is a time to say again, and including your brother,
Greatest generation.
to serving, to say thank you for all who did serve and are still serving.
We love our men and women over there. We love what they're doing. And before we go, I need to also make a tiny little salute to my man Derek Jeter, who tied Lou Gehrig's Yankee hit record yesterday. And I gotta tell you, I got very, very moved when I saw his parents there. I don't know what it was. I don't know why they moved me, but I got a little moist in the eyes. And I just want to say to Derek Jeter, you know what? Bravo.
Yes.
We will be right back with Juliette Binoche.